Good morning and welcome to hashtag Rise and Grind. I am your host, Glenn Lundy. I am a husband to one,
a father to seven, and the creator of what is going to be the number one most watched morning show in the world.
It is 5:30 a.m. and I hope that you are ready to rise and grind.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Ha! What's up, everybody? Dude, today is Thursday, January 17th, 2019. That's right, Thursday, January 17th, 2019. And guess what? This is crazy. Today is the first, and the very last time that it'll ever be Thursday, January 17th, 2019. Can you believe it? First and very last time. So we need to make sure that we are ready to make the absolute most of this incredible day. I can already tell it's going to be a good day because I can see Anthony Algona's up in here this morning, and that's going to make it a good day. And Clinton Becker's already up in here. I can already see all kinds of people popping up in here. Sean Jones, Sandra Benstock. So listen, today I intend, let's just get this out front, right out front. Today I intend to inspire you. Today my intention is to move you in a way you haven't been moved in a very long time. Today my intention is to get you fired up. That's my intention today. Today, I am going to get you so incredibly fired up that you are going to leave out of today's episode and you are going to be ready to bust through stinking walls. That's my intention today. I'm going to have you ready to bust through some stinking walls. Because today, here's why. And here's how I can make this bold claim. Because today you are going to be a part of something incredibly special. Today, we are going to change the course of history. That's what's going to happen today, and you are going to be an incredible part of that. Today is going to be fun. Today is going to be uplifting. Today is going to be incredibly inspiring. Today is going to be absolutely amazing. But first, before we do all that, you know what we got to do, folks. You know what we gotta do? We gotta dance. We gotta dance here on this show. Oh, wait. I better do something. Hold on. I better do something. Oh, shoot. Wait. Oh, here I go. See, sometimes I put this music in here. There we go. And then I set the volume too high, and then you can't hear me. But let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and dance. Okay, I think I got it now. Can you guys hear that? Man, I hope so. Hope it's not too soft now. All right, cool. Let's go. Whether it's too soft or not. Hey, this is the part of the show where I need you to do me a favor. I need you to do a big, massive favor. I need you to hit that share button. That's right. I need you to hit that share button. Because I believe if we can change the way people start their day, we can make a massive impact on this planet. I truly believe that. And sometimes all it takes, folks, to change the way somebody starts their day is for you to mash that share button. Sometimes that's all it takes. So go ahead and hit that share button. We're going to get this message out. We're going to change the world today. We're going to change the course of history today. I'm going to inspire the heck out of you today. I'm going to have you running through freaking brick walls today. So do me that favor and hit that share button. This is also the part of the show where I need you to say good morning to me, and I'm going to say good morning to you. Because you guys, man, I'm nothing without you guys. You understand that? Good morning, Sandra Benstock, Delolio. What's up, Vicky Everett? Michelle Wagner Blackburn's up in here. How you doing? I don't know if I can say that. What's up, Mr. Holmes? CJ Craig Miles up in here. Casey Rossiter's up in here. Joshua Stifler, how are you? Janelle Griego. What's up, Marcus Stone? He says the vibes are tingly this morning. That's what I'm talking about. Michael Thomas is up in the house. What's up, Pam Biddle and Tony Lake? Lisa Ginn. What do you mean you can't share? Why can't you share? Of course you'd be able to share. There's a right there on the bottom left side of your screen. I can see it on mine. You can just hit that share button. It's right there. Ray Hatcher's up in here. Scott Holbert's up in here. Liza Myers Borges. Liza. I got some fire coming at you today. What's up, Brandy Elliott? And Bambi, who's going to be on this show tomorrow. What's up, Yvonne Leah? How are ya? Amber Reeves is up in here. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Trendy Trend is up in here. Neil Amaral's up in here. All right, cool. Get everybody up in here because we got stuff to talk about today. Disclosure right out the gate. In order for me to set the tone the way that I want to set the tone on today's very inspirational, very life-changing, very changing the course of history episode of hashtag Rise and Grind, in order for me to set this tone, it is going to require a couple cuss words from my man Al Pacino. So if you got your kids watching, I think he says 2 cuss words, but we just got to do it.
I don't know what to say, really. 3 minutes to the biggest battle of our professional lives. All comes down to today. Either we heal as a team, or we're going to crumble. Inch by inch, play by play, till we're finished. We're in hell right now, gentlemen. Believe me. And we can stay here, get the shit kicked out of us, or we can fight our way back into the light. We can climb out of hell. 1 inch at a time. Now, I can't do it for you. I'm too old. I look around, I see these young faces, and I think, I made every wrong choice a middle-aged man can make. I pissed away all my money, believe it or not. I chased off anyone who's ever loved me. And lately, I can't even stand the face I see in the mirror. You know, when you get old in life, things get taken from you. I mean, that's part of life. But you only learn that when you start losing stuff. You find out life's this game of inches. So is football. Because in either game, life or football, the margin for error is so small. I mean, 1/2 a step too late or too early, and you don't quite make it. 1/2 second too slow, too fast, you don't quite catch it. The inches we need are everywhere around us. Hell yeah. They're in every break of the game, every minute, every second. On this team, we fight for that inch. On this team, we tear ourselves and everyone else around us to pieces for that inch. We claw with our fingernails for that inch. Because we know when we add up all those inches, that's gonna make the fucking difference between winning and losing. Between living and dying. I'll tell you this, in any fight, it's the guy who's willing to die who's gonna win that inch. And I know if I'm gonna have any life anymore, it's because I'm still willing to fight and die for that inch. Because that's what living is. The 6 inches in front of your face. Now I can't make you do it. You gotta look at the guy next to you. Look into his eyes. Now I think you're gonna see a guy who will go that inch with you. You're gonna see a guy who will sacrifice himself for this team because he knows when it comes down to it, you're gonna do the same for him. That's a team, gentlemen. And either we heal now as a team, or we will die as individuals. That's football, guys. That's all it is. Now, what are you gonna do?
My favorite part of that whole thing is what he says right there at the end. He says, either we heal together as a team, or we will die as individuals. And see, that strikes a chord with me, because obviously I like team building. That's what I like to do. That's what I'm good at. That's my superpower. I have this uncanny ability to be able to bring people together, to bring them together in one spot so that we can do massive things together, so that we can impact this planet together. I love that word, together. I remember when I was first taught that word as a kid, and I remember that my teacher broke it down, to get her. To get her. And that's always stuck with me ever since first grade, or whenever I learned that word, because to me, together actually it's an action. It's a verb. It means to get her, or to get him. We got to go get him. Like, let's go get her. Let's go get him. Let's lift him up. Let's pull him in. Let's bring everybody together. And so I love that. I love where Al Pacino talks about that, how together we're going to heal, or we're going to die as individuals. Now, I hope you guys are starting to get warmed up. I hope that you've had your coffee. I hope that your levels are starting to increase, because today's episode is a special episode. My intentions are to inspire. My intentions are to uplift. My intentions are to get to a point where you're going to break through some walls. Those are my intentions, because together as a team today, what we're going to do is we're going to change the course of history, and we're going to impact the world. That's what we're going to do. But before we can get to that next stage of the show that we need to get to, first I have to show you this.
I was diagnosed with an incurable cancer of the central nervous system called neuroblastoma stage 4. Doctor said no chance of survival. Take your boy home and allow him to live the next few months with his family, because there's nothing that we can do. But like everybody in this room, we all have choices, and the choices that we make each and every day can reshape and remold and redefine our future. My mum asked one question. I don't want to know what the chances are of my son dying is. I just want to know what the chances are of my son surviving is. The doctors gave me a 96% death rate. They said, go home. But my mum looked at my glass being 4% full and not 96% empty. But the next day, a doctor came in from America. He said, we're trialing a drug. It's called DTIC. Never been trialed on humans before, only on animals. We're going to trial it on 25 kids. And I truly believe that outside of love, hope is the most powerful word in the English dictionary. This instilled hope into our lives. We started this drug 9 a.m. Tuesday morning. Within 1 month, 20 out of the 25 kids had passed away. Within 90 days, 24 out of the 25 kids were dead. My mum, she would sit there and she would watch a doctor come in and zip up a body bag and wheel them out because of the same drug that she chose to put me on. I say to people all around the world that I'm one of the lucky ones. But I never say I'm one of the lucky ones because I'm still alive. I say I'm one of the lucky ones because I wasn't my mum. My mum had it tough. She had to make a choice to inject the drug into a child that has killed everybody that had ever taken it. Until one day I was finally allowed to go home. The doctor said to my mum, your son, he will never go to school, he will never play sport, he'll be a housebound baby, and if he reaches his teenage years, it'll be a miracle. But we believed in miracles. And my mum wanted my dreams to come true. When I was lying in hospital, my mum bought me a Velcro glove and a Velcro ball. And she'd sit at the end of the bed and she'd lob the ball to me, I'd catch it and I'd throw it back. Till she gets further and further away, until eventually I said to her, I have a dream, and that dream is to one day play baseball in America. And people laughed at me. Nobody in your life will tell you what you can do. They'll only ever tell you what you can't do. My dream was to play baseball in America, and I wanted to do everything in my power to make sure that happened. And there was a lot of hiccups along the way. I had my first heart attack when I was 12. I had glandular fever. I had bacterial meningitis. But people kept telling me I wouldn't do it. So it made me work really hard to make sure I could do it. I was lucky enough at the age of 17 to sign a contract and live in America and play baseball. But as you know, life is like a roller coaster. You can get to a pinnacle point in your life and it can get taken away from you in a heartbeat. At the age of 18, I was playing baseball in Phoenix, Arizona. I slid into a base at second and I woke up 3 days later. And at the age of 18, I suffered my career-ending heart attack and I was sent home. I was a depressed boy. I thought life wasn't fair. And I would pray every night, but I wouldn't wake up in the morning. I just wanted God to take me. But I kept waking up every morning. Yet every time I've been knocked down, I always remember what my mum's taught me. Son, it doesn't matter how many times you get knocked down. It's about how many times you get back up that truly determines the quality of your life. When I got home, I got a job in banking. This guy, day 3, tall old guy came in. He said to me, Michael, I'm Tom, I'm the CEO, let's have a chat. I had no idea what CEO stood for, but I just went in there and listened. He said, Michael, where do you see yourself in 5 years' time? I had no idea where I was going to be in 5 years' time, but my mum, she always taught me, son, shoot for the moon, and if you miss, you'll end up in the stars. So I said to him, Tom, in 5 years' time, I'm going to take your job. He hated me. Don't ever say that to your boss, okay? They do not like you when you say that. But within 12 months, I was the youngest bank manager in Australia. Within 2 years, youngest area manager. 3 years, youngest state manager. Within the 4th year of being with this company, I was the youngest national sales development manager for one of the largest companies in the world. At the age of 23, I had 600 staff, had 120 banks around Australia and New Zealand. I made lots of money. I lived in $1 million house, had a $100,000 sports car, wore the Armani suits and the Rolex, and I reported directly to my mate Tom. But can you imagine if we look at success not about the materialistic possessions that we can take from this world, but rather what we can give back to this world that makes it a better place than what we found it? I was fortunate enough to be in a position to be able to do something for the most inspirational, the most influential, and the most loving person I've ever met, and that was my mum. On June 16 last year, I was lucky enough to put a pink ribbon on a door to a brand new home. And I got a chance to buy my mum a brand new house. To be able to give back to someone that has sacrificed so much for me is without a doubt the greatest gift. It puts a smile on my face knowing that I've been able to help her. And when I was 7, I heard through the curtains the doctor say to my mum, he will never go to sport, he will never play baseball, he will never ever go to school, and if he reaches his teenage years it'll be a miracle. And my mum, she walked out, and I said to her as if I didn't hear, what did the doctor say? And she said, everything's going to be okay, son. When I was 12, I had a heart attack, and the doctor said to my mum, he will never play sport again. She walked out, and I said, what did he say? And she said, everything's going to be okay, son. And earlier this year, I finally got a chance to return the favour. Unfortunately, earlier this year, the doctors found 4 tumours in my throat. I've never seen my wife cry so much in all my life. The doctor said to me, Michael, we're sorry, but tomorrow's not guaranteed. You need to slow down. But that's one thing we all have in common, because no one's guaranteed. I think that life is not about the amount of days that you live on this earth, but it's about what you fit into those days that allows you to live a remarkable life. And I remember driving home, and she called me, my mum, and she said, Mike, what'd the doctor say? And I said to her, Mum, everything's going to be okay. Every one of us, every single day, is blessed with the air that we breathe, the opportunities that we have. And I challenge you every single day to get out of bed and do something that your future self will be proud of.
I challenge you to wake up every single day and do something that your future self would be proud of. There is so much packed into that video. I told you this morning that I'm going to inspire you. I told you this morning that I am going to get you to a place where you can run through walls. That's what we're doing this morning. So I'm sharing some inspiring stories. We had to get Al Pacino to set the tone. Then we got my man Michael Crossland. Michael Crossland just came in and he just fired and he just delivered some powerful wisdom, right? I love how his mom always said, everything's going to be okay. Doctor says this, mom says, nope, everything's going to be okay. She planted the seed. She was the one that planted the seed in him that inspired him to become the man that he became so that he could now inspire me and you today, January 17th, 2019, so that we can run through walls today and we can do things that we're going to make our future self proud of. So that's what's going on today. Have you hit that share button yet? Because I told you today was going to be fire. And if you haven't hit the share button yet, you need to do it now. Because somebody else needs to wake up like this. Because we're not done telling stories yet. I still have one more story that I have to tell you. One more inspiring story about an incredible couple of human beings that are in this group. Does anybody recognize this guy right here? This guy is Derek McLean, okay? This is Derek McLean. You've probably seen him in the group. He's always posting pictures in the group. He runs, thousands of miles a year, or however many miles he runs. The guy's just always running. He runs thousands of miles a year, and he's always posting, and he's always inspiring. And I know that there are a bunch of you in this group that are kind of on a Derek McLean challenge. He's challenged you guys to do things in your first 21 days and to change the way that you go out. I know a bunch of you guys have been out there running, hitting the streets, running with Derek. And Derek is just an incredibly powerful human being. He's such a positive human being. And see, on the outside, he is always smiling. On the outside, you'll always see Derek smiling all of the time. And the reason that you always see Derek smiling on the outside is because on the inside, he has a powerful faith. Now, see, here is his wife, Jill. Okay, this is Jill McLean, and together they have 2 kids. They have 2 beautiful kids, a 5-year-old and a 2-year-old. I love this picture of their 2-year-old right here. So you've got Derek McLean and you've got Jill McLean, and this is our friend Jill. And on the outside, you'll notice something about Jill. You'll notice that she's always smiling no matter what she's got going on, because on the inside, she has an incredible amount of faith. She has an incredible amount of faith. And so here is the earthly reality. Okay, I want to share with you the earthly reality of what they've got going on in their life right now. So their 2-year-old right here has had 7 surgeries in the last 2 years. 7 surgeries in the last 2 years, and they thought they were in the clear. They thought they were going to get out of the hospitals because they finally had this last surgery for their 2-year-old, and everything is going to be okay. So they thought they were in the clear. They thought they didn't have to be in the hospital anymore. And as they were coming into the holidays, regretfully, our friend Jill here, Jill was diagnosed with stage 4 gastric cancer. Stage 4 gastric cancer. Right when they thought they weren't going to have to spend any more time in the hospital, back to the hospital they went. This time they went for Jill. Now, when they first talked to Jill and they got their diagnosis, they told Jill that what they were going to do is they were going to have a surgery and she was going to have some chemo, and that in 6 months or so they should have it treated and that she's going to be okay. That's what they told our good friend Jill. And so, of course, Jill, being the type of person that she is, what she decided she would do is, as she was going through these days of chemo, this is her Facebook page, and you'll notice that she's posting all of these different things, all of these different positive things, because what Jill understands and what Jill does is she smiles all the time on the outside because she has faith on the inside. And so if you go to Jill's page, you'll see that every single day she's posting things that she's thankful for, and she's laughing and smiling. You got people, you got pictures sliding on the ice, and she's doing everything that she can to inspire others, even though she's dealing with some pretty heavy stuff, right? So that's kind of how that went, and they're moving along, and they're like, okay, this is what our new normal is going to look like, and we're going to handle this. And then they had surgery. Jill had a surgery, and while she had surgery, they found out that there were some things they didn't see on the scans, and Jill actually has cancer seeds that have spread all throughout her body. It's not just gastric. It's not something they could remove and heal in 6 months. As a matter of fact, our friend Jill was told that she has 2 years left to live. She was told that she has 2 years left to live. So at first they had the 2-year-old that was having all of the surgeries, and they kept a smile on their face, and they have faith in their heart. Then they had the diagnosis from Jill, and they were told everything was going to be okay. And then after further review, it turns out that everything's not going to be okay, and that Jill has 2 years left to live. So Derek, of course, continues posting as he's running his miles to continue to try to inspire you and to inspire me, because that's the type of people they are. They have faith in their heart. So then, fast forward a little bit. They got another diagnosis, and Jill has now been told that she has 12 months left to live. She has 12 months, is what she's been told by the doctors left to live. 12 months left to pour into her 5-year-old, to pour into her 2-year-old, to pour into her husband. She's been told that she has 12 months left to live. Now, I want you to think about that. I want you to think about that, internalize that, and process that. I want you to think about the blowback. What would that feel like? Just imagine. Imagine what would happen in your life and who you would be and how you would be if that was what you were told, that you had 12 months. You see, we all know, all of us in this group know that we're going to die. We all know that. We all know that we're going to die at some point, but there's a reason that God doesn't tell us when, right? There's a reason that God doesn't tell us when our ticket will be punched, because obviously the mind, that would be crazy for a mind, right? We would dread that day. It would knock us down. I know it would knock me down. It would knock us down. And the McLeans, they did get knocked down. They did, and they thought about crawling into a fetal position, and they thought about just, curling up in a ball and laying down and giving up. But then, because of the type of people they are, they remembered that, hey, we have to put a smile on our face because we have faith in our heart. So instead of curling up into a ball, instead of letting it knock them down, they are now standing back up. They have stood back up, and they understand that they need to share their message. That's why they're posting all this positive stuff. Every single day, Jill is posting something that she's thankful for. My man Derek is continuing to run. He's continuing to inspire. He's continuing to pour into other people, because there's something that they understand that the doctors don't understand. There's something that they understand that a lot of people don't understand. And what that is that together, miracles can happen. Together, when we all pull together for the greater good, we can change the course of history. Together, with the right spirit and the right energy and with God in our heart, we can actually create miracles on this planet. And they understand that. They know that. That's why they continue to pour into me, and they continue to pour into you. So here's what I want to do. I want to pour back into them. I want us to be a part. I want us to change the course of history. I want us to make so much noise for the McLeans. I want us to bring so much awareness for the McLeans. I want us to do so much as a group for the McLeans, because they have done so much for us and they deserve it. And I want to try to create a miracle. I don't know God's plan. And maybe the miracle is that he removes the cancer and he heals Jill. Maybe that's the miracle. Maybe it's not. I don't know. Maybe the miracle is he takes her cancer and he takes her platform and he takes her positivity and he takes this group and he goes out and he does something powerful in the world and makes an impact. I don't know. I don't know what it looks like, but here's what I know. We have to come together and we have to help. So there's a couple ways we can do that. One, I need you to share this video, okay? If you haven't done it already, I need you to share this video. Also, we have these shirts right here. We had some shirts made. These shirts say "Running Down Cancer," #RiseAndGrind. It's got a picture of the McLeans right there on the front. And on the back of the shirt, it says "Rise, Evolve, Impact Together," because that's what we do. We rise, we evolve, we impact together. These shirts are available on GlennLundy.com. They're $15. Every single dollar that you spend on a t-shirt goes directly to the McLeans to help them with their financial burden. Every dollar. The cost of the shirts, we're going to eat it. #RiseAndGrind is paying the cost. Every single dollar goes to the McLeans. Now, they also have a GoFundMe set up. They have a GoFundMe set up. It's also on GlennLundy.com. Right there, you're going to see Help the McLeans. You're going to be able to buy t-shirts. You're going to be able to donate money. What we need to do as our family is we need to take the financial burden off of them so that they can spend the next 12 months doing what they do, which is continuing to inspire other people, continuing to pour into other people, continuing to fight this cancer, to try to find a cure, to spend time with their family. They don't need to be worried about the financial burdens. They don't need to worry about any of that stuff. They don't need to worry about earthly things. What they need to be worried about is how they can do something today and every day that their future self is going to be proud of. And that's what they have been focusing on, smiling on the outside because they have faith on the inside. So I want you guys to buy shirts. I want you guys to donate whatever you can in the GoFundMe, which is also all on the same page. You can buy the shirts, you can do the GoFundMe, it's all on the same page. When you get your shirt, I want you to wear them. I want you to take a picture of you in your shirt. I want you to post it, and I want you to attach the link to their GoFundMe. I want to share their GoFundMe. I want to share, I want us all wearing their shirts. I want to sell thousands and thousands of shirts. If we could sell 3,000 shirts, if we could sell 3,000 shirts, that would be amazing. That's $45,000 for the McLeans if we could sell 3,000 shirts. So I want you to share this. I want you to buy your shirts. I want you to take pictures in your shirts. I want you to talk about the McLean. I want you to go to the McLean's page and follow them. And most importantly, when it's all said and done, when you've bought your shirt and you've done what you can on GoFundMe and you've hit your shares and you've raised awareness, what I need you to do last, I need you to pray. I need you to pray, and we need to ask for big prayer. I want you to pray for a miracle. I want you to say, God in heaven, the God of all, the God of the universe, the God who can do all things. Lord, we are coming to you today. God, we are coming to you today, and we are begging, Lord. We're begging for your healing powers. We're begging that you wrap your arms around Jill and Derek, our friends, our family members that have gone through so much, Lord. They've gone through so much, but they continue to smile on their face because they have faith in their heart, and they continue to inspire us, God. They continue to make their impact on their planet and in our lives. And Lord, we are calling you, God. We are calling for one of your blessed miracles. We are calling you for to reach down and wrap your arms around them and help them to feel the comfort and the love that comes from an almighty, powerful God with all powers. And Lord, together as a group, hashtag Rise and Grind, we are just begging you for your attention. We are begging for your healing. We are begging for you to come down and touch and be a part of us and make an impact in their lives, God. I need you to pray. I need you to pray these things. Lord, we pray these things in Jesus' name, Lord. Amen. Please, God, help them to feel the love. Help them to feel comfort. Help us help them. Put it on everybody's heart that watches this video to help the McLeans. Put it on everybody's heart in this video to go out and do things today that their future self is going to be proud of, Lord. Put it on everybody's heart today to continue to put a smile on their face and have faith in their heart. I need you to smash that share button. Get this video out. Let's help the McLeans. Let's change the course of history. Let's give them the support that they deserve. Buy your t-shirts. Wear them proudly. Let's run down cancer together, and let's do it now, today, January 17th, 2019, the first and last time it'll ever be, January 17th, 2019. Listen, you are an incredible human being, uniquely made by the God of the universe to be the absolute best version of yourself that you can possibly be. And part of that, there's responsibility in that to give back, to lift others, to encourage others. And I know you're already starting to make the right decisions. I know that you're watching hashtag Rise and Grind. I know that you're starting to get up early. I know that you're making changes in your life. I know you're doing all of things. And I've got to tell you, those things that you're doing, they're making an impact. They're making an impact on your friends. They're making an impact on your family members. They've made an impact on me. And I, for one, absolutely stinking love you for it. I do. I absolutely stinking love you. Now, if you're not ready to go out there and run through some freaking walls right now, then I don't know what's wrong with you. Because I'm ready to blast through some walls. I'm going to blast through some walls. Together as a group, we're going to blast through some walls. So let's get out there today. Let's get out there today and start making a difference on this planet. I love you guys. Have an incredible day today. I'll see you tomorrow. Go to GlennLundy.com right now. Get your shirts. Do what you got to do. If you need more videos, you can go to GlennLundy.com. If you need some gear, GlennLundy.com. Obviously, we got to do what we got to do and go do it today. Love you. Let's go.